Hello friends, I am Sarah.
I'm Vicky.
Welcome to Moral Story.
Welcome to Moral Story.
The serial killer H.H. Holmes who kept America at the peak of panic. You can find this video about the crimes and life events of H.H. Holmes, the worst serial killer in the world.
Let's go into the video.
Let's go into the video.
In those days, the serial killer Holmes case in the United States was the subject of much controversy. That case kept the whole country tense. Newspapers carried shocking news about Holmes and his magnificent restaurant, known as the Fortress. Holmes was the headline news of America. Every dawn was dawning for the people.
Also, numerous books have been published about him in the 20th and 21st centuries. Many film companies have turned a blind eye to the horrific murders committed by Holmes. The Devil in the White City, by Holmes, Murder, by Erik Larson, Magic, Madness at the Bear That by The Torture Doctor, by David Frank, 1975, American Gothic, by Robert Bloch, 1974, and Dipro, The Shocking True Story, 1994.
Subsequently, Holmes became the talk of the town for documentaries and films. In particular, the famous Hollywood hero, Leonardo DiCaprio, starred in the films Heavenhurst, 2017, and Devil in White City, 2019, directed by Martin Scorsese. Moreover, H. Holmes began to appear as a storyteller in films, short films, and television series, including Holmes, America's First Serial Killer, 2004.
Who's Holmes? H. Holmes was born May 16, 1861, the son of Theodore Page Price and Levi Houghton Mudgett. When he was born, the third of four siblings in total, he was nicknamed Herman Webster Mudgett. Later, the name was rejected in the following days.
Holmes' family has always been of high status in society. Despite a wealthy family, Holmes' father lived as a full-time drinker. So, in the family, fights and quarrels have continued. Thus, his siblings, including Holmes, have been severely affected. Are mentally impaired.
Holmes is often victimized and humiliated by his father's anger. Thus, Holmes suffered from severe depression during that young age. Moreover, the school where Holmes studied has conducted the lesson very strictly. The teachers there are also known to be a threat to Holmes.
Holmes has been married 3 times in his life. His first marriage was to his wife, Clara Loving, on July 4, 1878. The marriage took place shortly after he finished high school. To them, there has been a son named Robert Loving.
He married his second wife, Myrta Belkop, on January 28, 1887. They had a daughter, Lucy Theodore Holmes, who later became a schoolteacher. Holmes' third marriage took place with Georgina Yoke in Denver, Colorado. He subsequently tried to divorce his first wife. But the issue is not available.
Subsequently, in 1877, at the age of 16, he graduated from a local high school. Over the next 2 years, Holmes enrolled at the University of Vermont for higher studies. But he abruptly left the university. In this case, he told his family that he had no interest in the university curriculum. Subsequently, Holmes went to the University of Michigan. There he chose to study medicine and surgery formally. He also received a degree in 1884.
In this case, while studying medicine at the University of Michigan, Holmes was involved in a scam of stealing corpses from a medical laboratory and obtaining insurance money on them.
Subsequently, he became involved in petty frauds. Since then, his scams in Chicago have continued. He was involved in several lawsuits, including the mysterious death of a boy in New York and the death of another in Philadelphia. At the time, in Chicago, he changed his name to Henry Howard Holmes.
Subsequently, one day in August 1886, Holden and her husband, who lived in Chicago, joined a pharmacy owned by Houston. Over the next few days, Houston suddenly magically disappeared. He did not return home for long days. Therefore, his wife and relatives thought he was dead. In this case, Holmes took over and managed the pharmaceutical company from Elizabeth, Houston's wife. In the days that followed, like Houston, his wife Elizabeth suddenly disappeared one day.
Then, Holmes left the company, committing fraud and stealing money. Later, in that fraud, he bought a piece of land. On that land, he built a huge 3-story dining lodge.
The majestic inn was called The Fortress by the locals, but in the days that followed, Holmes' atrocities were aided and abetted. The hotel was renamed The World's Fair Hotel to treat visitors to the 1893 Columbian Exhibition.
Later, that majestic building became a mysterious bungalow in history. Also, it was seen as a site full of mysterious features such as mysterious doors, bunkers, stairwells, and a hotel full of mystery that you can't get out of if you go inside.
Holmes has kept a large number of women in the hotel. It became his habit to lure them and seduce them and bring them there. Then, Holmes would torment those women a little bit and have fun. The manner in which women are persecuted by nuclear weapons can be horrendous. Holmes has a habit of suffocating and hanging.
Beyond the gruesome murders, Holmes may starve to death. Later, Holmes used to bury the bodies in limestone pits where they would be euthanized. The bones and organs in the corpses were dissected and sold to medical colleges. Holmes, who has seen money in corpses, has from time to time been involved in joint insurance scams.
Together with one of his associates, Benjamin Pitchell, they staged a major insurance fraud. As a result, Holmes killed his partner Pitchell and robbed his family of $10,000 in legal fees. Also, his friend Benjamin Pitchell, who was killed, immediately tied up the 3 children.
In this case, the police have received a clue from a prisoner who mounted a hedgehog, one of Holmes' accomplices in the insurance fraud. Accordingly, police arrested Holmes in Philadelphia on November 17, 1894.
Following Holmes' arrest, the police's gaze fell on his magnificent hotel building. To the areas investigated by police and questioned about it. That castle is full of many mysteries, the police sniffed.
The next time police searched the inn, they found numerous skeletons, ranging from infants to the elderly. Holmes police formality. Holmeston was found guilty at trial. Further investigation by the police revealed that Holmes had committed 27 more murders. But his answer was contradictory from front to back. Unsatisfied, police re-examined the burglary. It was then suspected that Holmes may have committed more than 100 murders. However, the police were unable to gather evidence for all of them. Eventually, Holmes' accomplice Benjamin Pitchell was assassinated.
Eventually, Holmes was convicted of murdering Pitchell and sentenced to death by a Philadelphia court. He was later hanged on May 7, 1896, in the Philadelphia County Jail. Over the next few days, Holmes' mystery castle caught fire. Completely destroyed.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.